You join us on day 6 as we ride through the breathtaking Glencoe mountain range. Now, the views alone on this day would have been enough to make this trip very memorable, but we had no idea what was to come.
minute.
Shit.
Fucking news. Shitty, innit? Shit your ride off. That's why I pulled over.
Yeah, I know, because I was right behind you. It's almost on the shoulder.
As soon as I saw it, I thought, pull in.
Great bit of handling there, mate. You did well.
You did very well. Alright, just take a minute. Have you got a drink?
I want to say a massive thank you to PJ. I have this weird thing where I feel I have a debt to the people behind me, and although my adrenaline was through the roof, I was shook to my core, I still felt I had a duty to lead the pack. And I probably would have continued riding because of this sense of duty, which is ridiculous. But thankfully PJ rode ahead and beckoned us to pull over to the side of the road. And it's then that the realisation of what just happened sank in, and I lost my breath and everything went a little bit numb. But while some of the rockers are here supporting me, the rest of these brilliant people are supporting Tooney, who is my pillion passenger. Now, Tooney has been through an awful lot, and as a result of a previous incident with a motorbike, he suffers badly with PTSD. So he was in a little bit of a bad way. Because of this, we offered Tooney a seat in the support car. But amazingly, he adamantly refused. He showed the bravery right here that we all admire this man for. And we still had a good 3,000 miles to run on this charity trip. But never once did he leave that back seat. Now I want to linger on this picture for a moment, because I posted this crash video quite a while ago on YouTube, and there were some really quite stupid comments. The first comment, and the one I'm going to focus on, is, "What is your problem? There is plenty of room." Well, let me think about that for a moment, and I invite you to do the same. Look at the position of the car, right on the centre line, mostly on our side of the road. And then ask, how did I not hit this car? Well, if you look back at the footage, 1, I slammed on my brakes, causing the rear tyre to slide, which normally would throw you off the bike. I somehow held it up with a passenger on the back. And 2, I slammed on my brakes from 50 odd miles an hour down to pretty much nothing. The driver in this car caused me to perform a very dangerous procedure, and if Nick Banks behind me had not also managed to control his bike brilliantly, he probably would have got in the back of me, followed by the other 20 riders behind him. So I don't care whether you think there's enough room to slide a bike through that. The main point is the idiot in this car caused another vehicle to almost lose its position on the road, and on a motorbike, it's going to be very difficult to survive a big crash at that speed. And if I had not slammed on my brakes and thrown the bike to the left, I would have been in the very front of that car. And if I was in a car, I would have been in the front of that car. There is no excuse for this. Because you could not be bothered to wait behind a camper van and you thought you had better places to be, you nearly took the lives of at least 2 motorbikers. You would have ruined a son's reuniting with his father and taken a husband from a wife. Because you were too impatient to sit behind a camper van, you very nearly caused a significant accident. And for that reason, I don't care who tries to justify this. Whoever is in this car is an absolute